when he reflects her, he gets all of her split shots. So he like kills her entire team behind her, kind of thing.
Yeah, that's pretty dirty.
When he reflects her, so the matchup goes like both ways for sure. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I do like the Pugna.
Like, you know, Pugna obviously just walks away from Razor if he gets.
Top lane though, Yang is in a lot of trouble attempting to run away, but Chalice is so fast. He gets off the axes. A couple more right clicks might be enough, and that's first blood for LGD. In fact, a TP is canceled as well. So nice start here for LGD. The patch notes, it went from A to like E. I was looking for Centaur. I always look for Centaur right off the bat, and of course nothing changes. Bottom lane, looks like Pugna is going to be destroyed thanks to the initiation from Fade. So nice wraparound kill here for them.
Top lane here. Power in the early game.
Yeah, press the attack's only going to do so much. Here comes the TP. Might actually get here in time. As Fade looking for FY. FY does have a tether available. Is it going to be in range? Indeed it is. He's going to get stunned though in the last second. FY getting blocked by his own teammate. That's going to cause his own demise. Yang not going to go down, and now Chalice might be the one to fall. Yang pops that mango. Not quite enough with the overwhelming odds. He's going to probably die one way or the other, but the question is to whom. Although he does have a TP available, Fade comes in with the roll and finishes him off. So a little bit too aggressive. Yeah, pretty much. Cam in the mid lane now, though, getting slow, getting completely destroyed by the right clicks of this Terrorblade. Actually, stutter steps. It's going to cause himself to die. FY will barely live thanks to that health cell.
This is what IO does, right? He just shows up.
Like there's only one way to build her almost. Maybe 1.5.
It's pretty much the first item is where the difference is.
Well, bottom lane, we're gonna find the initiation is gonna be successful onto. Maybe he gets stunned. Maldic was there, but here comes the FY with the heal and the tether. Looks like it'll be enough to keep him alive. DDC now running away with very little HP. Fade's gonna be found out by Nova, who's invisible, of course. The bounty hunter hasn't really done that much this game, at least not yet. Of course, that level 6 is kind of a big deal. I mean, that's always been as Yang's going to be chased down. He's trying to get to the shrine. It's not going to be fast enough, though. Chalice does get found out by Fade. Don't think it's going to be enough to find a kill for himself. He doesn't have full mana, though. Trying to juke out this roll. Here comes the stun to start. To pick up that bounty in all likelihood. He's trying to get his way to the shrine. Looks like he will be successful this time around. Medusa, in the meantime, in the bot lane, gets dove from FY and company and taken out.
Yeah, this is what I was kind of trying to stop the bleeding. Like, obviously, it's only 4-3 in kills, but this isn't something that's going to, like, slow down for LGD. It's just going to keep... They have track, and obviously only... They're just going to be spread really thin on the map because they have such strong split push, map control. LGDs. Heroes like Medusa, Roar on the top lane.
We're going to see the first Roar of the game. Press the attack to follow, though. Yang getting slowed. Looks like he'll be taken out by the last axes. Fade attempting to TP out. Will there be a stun? Oh, actually it's enough damage with that double kill going the way of Chalice.
Dalian plus that amp is...
Yeah.
I think it's just a better play by LGD to, like, mix up their lanes. Like,
it's always good to give people credit where credit is due. Bot lane Sylar is forced to TP out as this Pugna is just dominating this lane right now.
And that's now, like just the strong independent laners I was talking about. Like you show up at Beastmaster's lane. Look
strong independent woman in Medusa. That's for sure. Oh, Airblade's gonna be backing up though. Spidey senses are tingling. In fact, I think DDC got spotted. His smoke went out. And on the top lane, another Roar coming through into the axes and the right clicks. In fact, it's just the Shuriken Blade. The Shuriken toss
so much damage, man. No. Like with the amp and the minus armor, Legion goes into negatives. So
the deny comes out though on the top lane, but Chalice doesn't really care. They're just gonna blow up the Witch Doctor, absolutely no problem. But the Maledict is applied. Is the IO in range? It's gonna be close. Looks like Chalice will finally go down. Now FY trying to tether up his bounty hunter, but that's gonna be another kill run away. BTJ Thunder, nice turnaround. In fact, that might be 3, and it will. BTJ Thunder.
That's
coming back in spades. And they got the denied on the tower too, so that's pretty ginormous turnaround. It's like old school CIS almost. There's a nice silence onto maybe. I tried to turn it around, but Nether Blast will not connect, and looks like LGD is on the retreat now. As drums are picked up now by the Razor. Kama.
Not Kama.
He's very fast. Kama? Initiation will not be there. He's going to actually use that drum charge, but to no avail. And the top lane, Chalice is just waiting. Here comes the IO. There's the roar. And he's going to bring some damage. And a nice overwhelming odds, but it's not going to be nearly enough to keep him alive. So kill after kill for LGD, it feels like, with Chalice being the main culprit.
He is maybe out.
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to catch him.
Oh, they're going to slow him. Yeah, he should be a goner. The cask ensuring that the CC is there, but still well worth it. In the meantime, LGD trying to take advantage of the repositioning of the enemies and doing some damage to this tier 1 mid.
Yeah, it feels bad when you get a kill on the enemy core and you're losing a tower for it. Are they going to get another deny?
Third oh, nice to Crepify. Press the attack not in time.
Yang was not ready for that. He would have instantly...
The rollout by Fade. Oh, looks like they're going to find Nova with that dust. Maledict is applied. Looks like he's done so. There's the overwhelming odds into a stun as well. Maybe he's going to get dueled. It's going to be enough to get the first duel for Yang and FY. Nobody to tether to inside the Roche pit. Not quite enough. The ultimate was about to take him back, but enough damage for VGJ Thunder.
But since the Beastmaster's not pressuring, they're allowed to just 4-man mid. Mid again.
Oh, mid lane. We're seeing track being used. Shuriken toss as well. There's the slow from Janata. It's not going to be enough, though. Kama is extremely fast. We'll get away as a result, but Fade in the meantime gets decrepified. Will they have enough to actually finish him off? Nope, the IO goes back to base. In the meantime, actually doesn't go back to base. He goes to the other side of the cliff here, and they end up getting to kill him Medusa as a result. So not exactly the target they were originally wanting, but I think they'll be happy with that. In the meantime, Pugna gonna get dueled. That's gonna be the second one of the game for Yang. Despite his rough start, does get some damage.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. The Terrorblade got himself low to neutrals.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah.
Here comes the roar onto Witch Doctor, into the axes as well. Drums are popped though. They might be able to turn this around as Chalice is extremely fast thanks to the tether. He's gonna walk the opposite direction. The Death Ward is gonna be enough to take out the IO, but the Witch Doctor will fall as a result. So 1 for 1. So much action. This is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I you know, it's hard to discuss anything when there's just constant kills, but when they're not split push pressuring, I feel like
back. Wants to get off that track. Chalice gets off the roar at the last second. Do they have enough damage to actually finish him off? There's press the attack, attempting to run away, but he's completely surrounded. And more than enough damage for LGD as nobody really coming to help. A little bit too late in the form of VGJ, but they're going to attempt to do this. Going for the Bounty Hunter. That should be an easy one. Medusa and company getting credit for that, but it's a 1 for 1. A lot of forced TPs, and IO gets away.
Creating 1 for 1, you never care that much about losing the Bounty Hunter, and you're just seeing, like, every time...
Would you agree with that?
At some point, I believe so, yes. But it could be like 4th or 5th item.
This might be a Force Staff, or... Actually, it could
Fuels, Force Staff... Oh, there's already
be a lot of things. Okay. Now Pugna's going to get initiated on. Thankfully, he already bought his item. He gets Force Staff on the other side of the cliff, but it's not going to be enough. Chalice gets off a roar. He's taking so much damage, though. His Fade with this ultimate, this Magnetize, doing so much work. That's 2 easy kills. Looks like all they lose is the Witch Doctor. And Terrorblade taken back to the bot lane, where he'll apply some pressure this tier 2.
At least that was a 3-man track kill on the Witch Doctor, so even the support kills add up in that case. But yeah, this game is run and gun all day. Looks like they're ready to go on BGJ in the bottom lane. They do have to blink, but cancel it by the balls of Wisp.
Yeah. FY is just going to TP out, and wow, this is not great positioning. I don't think they're going to be able to get out. They will, just in time for the actual dual damage. That is the 3rd of the game. Still only level 1 ult for Yang on this Legion commander, but does have the Blink Dagger in tow. Will likely go for, I would assume, Blade Mail next.
BGJ is making good movements here, so they're finally going to get a bottom tower.
Oh, perhaps.
The Dream.
Bounty Hunter was spotted here in the top lane. And these creeps are just taking out this tier 2 very slowly but surely. Looks like it'll end up being denied in all likelihood. They know that he's up here. They have an idea, but no wards other than the ones placed on the ground already. They spawn him again. Looks like he'll be okay. You're trying to soften the blow? Is that what you're trying to do?
It's like people get mad at like casters for saying like the players are messing up or something like that.
I'll give you a little insight into that in a second here. So you can see some action here onto the Rage against Force Staff. And not much more than that's going to occur, looks like. And LGD will be on the backside. Although,
Missed
they
the dust
see
on Bounty Hunter.
yeah, but he's good right now. What I was going to say is, yeah, you're right. If casters do that, they will get flamed. But you have the very fortunate circumstance of being a pro player, my friend. So it does not matter what you say. Loosely defined. Doesn't even matter, honestly. It does not matter.
Yeah, fair enough. Do like to take the liberty to flame at all costs if possible.
Yes,
but,
that sounds good. That's Yang. It's going to be a successful smoke gank to get a dual kill. Of course, not the exact target they wanted, but at this point, that was a level 2 duel, so now it has 44 damage.
Go with the duel either. But holy moly.
The burst damage this game has been from this Beastmaster with that roar into the Shuriken. Don't know if he was actually tracked.
He purged himself right before he died, so I think that's why. The Legion, like, I didn't think about it in the draft, but it is a decent counter against the Bounty Hunter because you can just remove the track with the press the attack. Airblade just goes pretty fast. Looks like
Roshan does have 25% status resistance now, though.
This is
So
true.
that Solar Crest doesn't apply for as long as you might expect.
I didn't even think about that, actually. Good point.
Oh, they're going to be able to take it. No problem. Maledict applied, though. Looks like
Bottom lane.
Bounty Hunter will be the sacrifice. And you're right, the bottom lane, they actually go there with the Terror Blade. Fortifications pop. Yang has a duel available. Nice overwhelming odds.
They're waiting
do
for
more
him
than
at
just
Roche.
chip damage here. They have to come back to Roche. Kama and Sylar are here. Looks like they're going to focus on FY, who doesn't really care if he dies, I feel like. 4 seconds on the tether. Not going to be enough, though. Now Terror Blade. So we have a buyback on the Bounty Hunter. And the Pugna not able to finish off Kama as the Force F again being used to full effect. All right, Sunder. Always nice to use that on a Medusa. Don't have to eat. Oh, Nova. You're going to be caught here in this bot lane. Nope, just scouting things out. But basically ensuring, for the most part, that he cannot be dueled so that he can decrepify teammates with the extra range coming out from Aetherland.
It also
Does he have a
allows him
talent?
to Lincoln's the Terror Blade when he's pushing.
Yeah, that's
Multiple
true.
Utilities. You're absolutely right. I think that's a good point. He's the save, right? So as long as he's not the one getting fooled.
That was quite good. Maybe in the top lane, ready to go here. Another 300, and he will have that Lincoln Sphere, so probably doesn't want to commit too much. Doesn't want to risk anything, as looks like Beastmaster taken out in the meantime.
Yeah, they used
Yang,
duel, but didn't get the
another-
damage from it.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, looks like VCJ Thunder. As far as their high ground defense goes, how would you say their team fares?
Well, they fare well in one lane, but that's the issue, is they're kind of just separating them right now on LGD. Like, Terrorblade, while the Beastmaster died, just took a tier 3.
Nice coordination there. Bounty Hunter getting a nice Shuriken toss. And the kill with that track gold coming in. And here comes the tower, or the building siege from your Terrorblade. And Kama's going to put himself in an interesting position. He's going to take out FY, no problem. And as a result, Terrorblade, I don't think you're getting out of this big boy. That is the Aegis, though. He will live a little bit longer, but he's going to be completely surrounded without an IO. I don't see him getting out of this. There's the duel, and they have more than enough damage to take him out. That is another duel kill for Yang, sitting at plus 58 now.
FY just getting caught a little. I mean, that was a great play by Razor, actually. He just, like, walked in from the side and immediately focused the IO.
History of Dota, so
Yes.
we can test that
Real
out later.
pioneers.
Chalice comes in with the roar. Do they have enough damage? Nope, press the attack is there. Overwhelming odds onto 2 into a Maledict. And the Shiva is providing enough space. Looks like they'll be able to get FY at the very least. So VCJ Thunder doing a great job of turning these fights around. They're going to get a dual kill on this Bounty Hunter as well. And Yang is up to plus 72 damage.
And that's why they picked the Legion, right? Because the Beastmaster War would have been a nicer supporter. Spirit here looking to follow up. They're trying to catch. They catch the Beastmaster, actually.
Well, he's just going to TP out. And he will be successful, and it was a really good scan, too, but not able to find the kill.
The value tomato, man, was canceling the Legion blink.
All right, tomatoes, everybody's least favorite vegetable, so it's understandable.
The Lincoln Spheres, again. Deuce has a full butterfly, very tanky. Herself, really starting to do damage.
Okay, we're forced to relocate out here in the mid lane, surprisingly enough. Not a whole lot of damage actually being done, and I think VCJ Thunder, they're going to attempt to surround this IO and try to get a freebie. Oh, the duel! It's a long-range one because he runs away, but it looks like it'll be enough. As that is now 86 damage for for Yang.
Roche is the
Duel.
primary objective, I think, for both teams. So we're going to be seeing, I think, LGD try to split push as much as possible, while VGJ, if possible, is just going to force the issue here. We do have the Medallion on Witch Doctor. I like that pickup because they have very little Roche damage.
The reflections there doing a decent amount of damage. And I think VGJ
Medusa
Thunder.
hurts, man.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
They're going to think better of this. It is a 5v4. No IO. But it's not, you're not missing a core. And they have to defend these lanes now, especially top.
Yeah, they just got to buy time until the IO's alive.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's how you should play.
Is that really Beastmaster, though? I don't know.
It kind of is. All right. Roshan's pretty low. Metamorphosis is popped. Chalice. Oh, he blinks in, but doesn't get off a roar. It's like he lost vision or something like that. Tracks are being placed to get rid of these Lincoln spheres. The roar should be available to use now, but of course, press the attack is always there. I hear a duel going off. It's going to be onto this. Pugny gets taken out by Io. Sylar and company's going to pop his ult, attempt to take this Roshan. He's going to get the Aegis. Looks like the stun on top of Beastmaster is going to cause his ultimate demise. Does get off the roar before his ultimate death, but there's the press the attack again to take that bad boy off. Terrorblade on the high ground, being chased by Kama. I don't know if they're actually going to pursue here. Maybe in company, fighting it on the other side. Kama just getting destroyed thanks to the Sunder and the Force Staff. That should be enough for the kill onto Terrorblade. Nice Force Staff keeping Nova alive. FY stuck on a fucking cliff now. No, he's not going to be scouted out quite yet. Yang does have the blink available, but no duel for 10 seconds could potentially just save that. As this Pugna looks to be super dead. Gets Force Staff to safety for now, but the last right click will suffice. And FY finally gets found out, but there's the tether. He gets dusted. DDC. Yang really wants this duel. He has enough mana for it, and there you go. Another duel kill for Yang, who has just come back big time in this game. Jesus, that fight was insane.
Yeah, that was a long one. There's like so many fights going on at once, and the nature.
This DDC is going to be found out here. There's a Force Staff on the Terrorblade. Press the attack's going to keep DDC alive a little bit longer, and the Force Staff as well. Just seeing the lack of damage from LGD, not able to really burst anybody down. They could really use a Dagon on somebody.
Pugna's a legitimate Dagon hero.
Yes, he is.
But he looks like he's going for the sheep. I think they more so realize they have no disable except for the Beastmaster.
For the press the attack again. Simon's going to pop his ult. Here comes the duel. Looks like that's going to be a dead Pugna. Fade going to drop to the reflection, so it's a 1-for-1. That might break things up, as it looks like Bounty Hunter died on the backside as well. Yang, no duel for another 35 seconds, but Kama and company are super healthy. FY is going to get Cask. Blink Out is going to sacrifice his teammate. That's a 3-for-1 for VGJ Thunder. We're just winning every fight right now.
Yeah, that Earth Spirit, actually kidding. But at the same time, I feel like you can tell the bit of inexperience with this type of playstyle, because I just feel like a team like Liquid, who's played this playstyle so many times, wouldn't be taking all these fights. Like, they can't really win these 5v5s. They didn't have meta there, and they're just forcing fights that I don't think they can win, so it's not purgeable.
Oh, Yang, he's looking for the duel, takes off the Lincolns, and FY with the save.
That was clutch.
That was nice.
Are they going to fight this? No, they're not. They're giving up on it.
FY will sacrifice his life in all likelihood, but no dual damage, so that's something.
Oh, tether on the Terrorblade.
But that is the cast, and down he goes.
That was cute. That was creative, though.
3 and 12, so 12 deaths on the IO this game. Poor FY. Opposing. Oh, gonna have another duel. I don't think he's gonna get this in time, but they should be able to find the kill regardless, and indeed they do. Have you ever seen anybody take the opposite, the Stone Gaze duration talent over 700 mana? Ever?
I have not. I feel like it's like, the way I look at these type of talents is one of them is effective all the time, and the other one's effective during a specific ability usage kind of thing.
Yeah, but if they buffed it to, let's say, 4 seconds, then would you reconsider? Like, what's your threshold that you would actually stop?
That's tough. I actually think, for me, 4 seconds is a long time. I actually just think in this specific case, like there's other heroes that have this example, I think the 700 mana is actually just so much that it's like hard to.
What if it was 30 seconds extra?
Okay,
What'd you
fine.
do?
I'll,
so there is a number.
All
right.
Okay, yeah, I guess Okay, so glyphs 5 seconds. So if you have it for like 15, you could probably take any set of buildings, like total seconds of 15. So I guess 8 seconds on the buff would be
Okay.
adequate.
Ice Frog, I hope you're watching. Need
Yeah.
a little bit of a buff on that talent.
Let's not nerf the other talent. Let's just make that 8 seconds.
I mean, that's kind of what he does, though, right? That's his style in a lot of cases, where
That's
he doesn't
true.
nerf the thing that makes them the
Like the team with the split push threat is VGJ now. They're the ones that can pick off LGD. The guy in the course, links, and then Medusa obviously is just walking down lanes at this point. Okay, I don't want to question you on this stuff because probably
No, I don't know anything about
going
Lawrence. That's a Slacks thing.
slacks.
100%. So 46 seconds, no Terror. That's a free Rax. It should be too, honestly.
There's no buyback, and Medusa at this point is.
And they know for sure that he doesn't have buyback, or else he would have done so by now. And that's a 2-lane Rax advantage for VGJ Thunder. Oh, we're going to have a duel again. FY will be the sacrifice for the 13th time, I believe. And they're actually going to find the bounty hunter as well. So LGD is just falling apart at the seams. Double kill for Kama. I hear a roar. And nothing's going to happen with it.
They do
But
get
it's
bottom
okay.
racks for
He
the
has
side of
axe.
LGD, but I don't know if
shit,
that
I
really
didn't
does
even notice.
anything.
Okay. Maybe. Level 24. Once he gets...
And they're just not even close to it, so they have no way of getting there.
All right, that's the first rule of coming back in the game is get your Roshan kills. This one has the cheese and the refresher shard. We're going to see a double primal roar. Oh, they can do this. This will be pretty huge, but buybacks are there for the majority of VGJ. Here we go. There's the roar onto Razor. The amplified damage from the axes taking a lot of damage, but he gets force staff to safety. Here's a counter initiation. Sylar still holding that stone gaze. FY. Is his ultimate activated? Like Terrorblade with that Maledict looking for a Sunder. Gets off the reflection first. There's the Sunder onto Sylar. He's got to get his way out of there. Still relatively healthy overall. There's the Sunder again. That's the level 25 talent coming to fruition for that Terrorblade. And now Kama and company. Still, they're not dead. They got pretty close. Chalice has absolutely no mana. I think he actually must have gotten 2 wars off, but they do take 1 kill. That's Witch Doctor does have buyback. And they're going to try to get this tier 2 and more.
Yeah, it looks like they gave the refresher shard to Beastmaster, which I'm kind of surprised about. I feel like Terrorblade's one of the best refresher shard carries in the game. Just with double meta. It will be running out, but it was Arcane Rune meta. This is suddenly looking pretty good for LGD. They don't have meta for another 50 seconds, though.
Yes, I don't... Can they push with that meta? Yeah, I'm surprised they gave that to the refresher, not to him.
The reflection is super powerful, I will say. He took the talent that makes it only a 6-second cooldown.
Gunge still has not been used, by the way, this whole fight. Tossed him a buyback on Witch Doctor, so that's something. There's more pressure being applied to the top lane. I hear a roar, this time on Witch Doctor. That'd be a big kill, it'd be a dieback, but he gets out to safety thanks to the press the attack. Pass coming in, gonna bounce left, right, and center. Sylar still with that Stone Gaze. They're gonna use it in conjunction with that duel, but the save for now, just on the other side of the trees, is enough to save his life. There's a disarm. Halberd coming into play again. This fight is so chaotic. That's a dieback on a Witch Doctor. The 5v4 advantage of LGD. Can they get more is the question. Yang taken out by maybe with that ult. Double buyback for VGJ. Sylar needs to get out. Has absolutely no mana. There's the Metamorphosis pop. That's a mid-rack, easy peasy for LGD. Question is, do they just go for N? Yeah, I was going to say.
I guess the top
rack,
tower
play
is
it
low,
safe.
so they're just going to take megas.
This is the mega creeps for LGD. What an amazing comeback in this last couple of minutes. Here's the roar. Onto Sylar, gets force staff to safety. Relative safety, so tier 4 at this point, but your base is getting completely decimated. He has buyback. We'll have to use it right away. And without that ultimate, I think this is going to be GG for LGD after I said it's pretty much not going to happen.
I agreed.
That's why I'm not the analysis on that.
Yeah, that's what I get for agreeing with you, I guess.
Good. You've learned your lesson. It's okay. Thunder comes out again, and Razor and company VGJ Thunder will lose this game, which looked almost unlosable. That is crazy. Buybacks galore now. LGD look to be finishing off these racks as Sylar finally taken out. That is a dieback. And GG's come out. Of course, it's a best of 1 in this group stage, so LGD gets the better of VGJ. Jesus. H. Horse.
Wow. That was a... So I'll just take the credit for predicting